Hi you guys, Phoachick here, back with a new challenge because my old challenge decided to disappear. My game save somehow got destroyed, so we're going to start on a challenge that I've been wanting to do for a while now, called the Immortal Sisters. I have the Realm of Magic, and I've been wanting to do it ever since Realm of Magic was announced because it goes great with it. I changed some of the rules around to fit the Realm of Magic because I couldn't see any updates on it. But the original rules were made by Tiger89, and it was converted from The Sims 3 to Sims 4 by SCKLSY. And as you can see in the background, I have my co-host with me. My husband decided I needed a co-host. That's my dinosaur with unicorn horn and wings.
That's Lily. I didn't do nothing.
Okay, well, my daughter decided to do that. My husband thought it was a good idea. And so I'm going to read through the rules real quick so next time I can just play without having to take a whole thing, and on the same time you can see me make their houses. So to start off, the four Immortal Sisters, basically what happened with them is they're four witch sisters, spellcasters, who think spellcasters are the best and the superior race, so they want to populate the whole New Crest, is where I have them at, with their bloodline. But in order to do so, they have to stay immortal. So the Fire Sister goes out and seduce men to bring back and feed to cow plants, which they'll have 4 cow plants for each, one for each sister, and so they can stay young forever. But in order to, whenever she brings back a man, she has to woohoo him and have a baby with him. And all the sisters have to be siblings and young adults, but they can look however you want. The Fire Sister has to be non-committal, hate children, and either be outgoing, a music lover, or self-absorbed, with the serial romantic trait. The Water Sister has to be neat, family-oriented, and either a perfectionist or creative with the aspiration of a painter extraordinaire. The Earth Sister has to be active, loves the outdoors, and either self-assured or a vegan with the aspiration of a freelance botanist. The Air Sister has to be a genius, bookworm, and either a loner or ambitious with the aspiration of a best-selling author, which I changed because of Realm of Magic and there not being an update. I changed it to being the spellcaster one, so that way she's learning all the spells and teaching kids them and everything. For the lot, you may build whatever you like. The large lots are recommended, and you can spend however much you want on decorating and building, including using cheats. Though be warned, the bigger and more elaborate your house is, the higher the bills. Many choose to build quadrants or separate houses for each sister, which you see I'm doing. But that is up to personal preference. Each house must include the following: the fire element's house has to have double bed, obviously, a fireplace, a bar, bathroom, and a bathroom. The Water has to have so much other stuff. She has to have a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom, a kid's bedroom with beds and toys. And it says that you can buy a crib, but they don't recommend it since you get one for free with each birth. But I went ahead and did, so that way I am guaranteed the spellcaster's crib because it's cuter. And then the heir's house has to have a study with computers and bookshelves, bedroom, bathroom, kids' learning objects, such as the drawing table. Earth has to have bed, exercise equipment, gardening objects, and a bathroom. The lot traits are available to use. When you start to actually play, you cannot have more than 5,000 simoleons, and make sure that the lifespan is set on normal. So after everything's built and I move my people in, I'll have to set the money to 5,000, and of course it'll be on normal. Each sister has a set list of responsibilities and skills they must do. A sister cannot manually learn another skill and should not learn do another sister's task if possible. Like the Earth sister shouldn't cook, for example. The Fire sister is the only sister allowed to leave the lot whenever and wherever she wants. She is responsible for finding and seducing townies to bring back and feed to the cow plant. But she also must sleep with the men she brings back so that their bloodline might continue, even though they are being sacrificed for youth potions. In a different one, it says that she can bring back women to feed to the cow plant. If she can't, seduce any men or whatever because of the household being maxed out or you not wanting to have another baby right away. So there's that for the option. She doesn't help raise the kids from baby to child, but she can mentor them in musical instruments once they become teens. Obviously, she hates children. She's not going to want to do anything with them. The skills she's allowed to learn are mixology, any musical instrument, charisma, comedy, and mischief. The Water Sister is the sister that takes care of the young children, as well as the daily task of the home. She may not leave the lot. The skills she may learn are cooking, handiness, and painting. See pack-specific rules for other options. I'm also adding on skill building for Todds because it'd be a lot more of a hassle to move the Todds from the Water's house to the Air house just for skill building. So I'm just having her do the Todds, and then the Air can take care of teaching the kids and the teens.
I have to be quiet. I'm always making a YouTube video.
The Earth sister may leave the lot to go to the local parks to fish and gather harvestables from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. She is the one responsible for finding and growing the cow plants, as well as eventually mentoring the teens in athletics. The skills she may learn are gardening, fishing, and athletics. The Air sister is the wise sister, and she will be responsible for mentoring the toddlers. She's not going to be mentoring my toddlers. And helping teens and kids with their homework as well. She's also going to be the one teaching them the spells and stuff like that. The main skills she can learn is logic, writing, and programming, and obviously magic. She can also learn other skills, but freely, but only through reading skill books, not actually skill building activities outside of the 3 specifically mentioned. She can have a day job, but try to make it fit. An example, a writer would be an excellent job for her, but an entertainer wouldn't make much sense. She may do skill-raising activities that are required for the job. The way you win this challenge, there is 4 different ways you can go about it. You can either play it until you're bored. I really love that rug. Sorry, I got distracted. There's an easy end goal, there's a hard end goal, and then there's point systems. I'm probably going to go with the easy at first, and then if I reach my goals and I still want to play, I'll probably continue from there until I get bored, or until y'all tell me to stop. But the option 1 is play YouTube board. There isn't much further rules to add to this one. You can take some of the rules I explained in the other options if you want to spice up the gameplay, but it doesn't really matter how hard you stick to them. You win just by playing. Congrats! Option 2 is the easy mode, and the end goal is to have 10 children hit young adult, and all 4 sisters have finish their aspirations. You may pick the traits of the kids, but no children can have the same exact traits. For example, child 1 can end up being clumsy, music lover, outgoing. If the child 2 is clumsy and outgoing, they can't be a music lover also. You lose if one of your sisters age up, one of your sisters dies, or one of your children is taken away by social services. Option 3 is hard mode. This definitely is the hardest option and is the most resembling of the original rules. I might actually go with that one. I don't know. We'll see. The end goal is to have the 4 sisters max out 3 skills, complete their original aspirations, and 1 more from the list. Fire can also be a music genius, friend of the world, leader of the pack, or party animal. Water could be super parent from Parenthood, successful lineage, or a big happy family. She will be allowed to leave the lot to find someone to partner with. She can pursue an actual relationship or not, but they may not be married or moved in. Her child does not count as one of the 15, but is also not required to meet the children's expectations the others will be. Earth can also be bodybuilder, angling ace, and the curator or outdoor enthusiastic. Air can also be a computer whiz, nerd brain, or a renaissance sim. And they have to have 15 children hit young adult that meet the following requirements. Toddler has to be level 3 in every toddler skill. The air sister may help with teaching them to talk and with mental skills. Good friends with the water sister. Like I said, I'm going to make it where the water sister is the one to do Todd, so she can help them with those skills and then also be good friends with them. Children age up with an A in school and complete their aspiration. And then teens age up when they have an A in school, complete 2 stages of their aspirations, have a maxed out relationship, either friends, enemy, or romantic with someone outside the family, reach level 4 in fitness and a musical instrument, and logic by getting mentored by Earth, Fire, and Air sisters respectively. You lose if one of the sisters age up, one of the sisters die, one of the kids are taken by social services, or 3 kids fail to meet the requirements. I actually think I might go with that one. That sounds fun. And then the 4th one is a point system. So you haven't been able to fully think of one out yet, but I will. Oh, okay. She hasn't figured a point system out yet, but basically you get points for doing things you're supposed to. I guess. I don't know. Either way, I'm not too sure. I might go with the hard one. I might go with the easy one. I'll think on it a little more. But those are the rules. I made all 4 sisters. I originally made 2 sisters and 2 brothers, but I didn't like how it laid out, and I never make good male Sims. I don't think anyone does. And so I changed it back to the 4 girls, but I made the Earth sister a lot more of a tomboy than the rest. Though in my mind, I feel like they each already have characteristics. Like the fire one's a little more vain. The Earth one is just really into sports and stuff like that. It's more of a bro. The water one is more kind and wholesome and sweet. And the air one's kind of snobby, kind of I know more than you do. Very matter of fact on it, how everything should be. And I'm sorry if you see flaws in my build. I am not a good builder. I love watching other sim builds on YouTube and stuff, because they blow my mind with their creativity. But I like little Simsy. I wish I could build like her. She is amazing. I wish I had her creativity. But I think these came out decently well compared to in my past build. But yeah, I really love the kid stuff. I spent way too much time on the water ones only because there's so much kid stuff, especially the Tods. I just think they're so cute. I made her little office, though I meant to make more windows in her office. I don't know why I didn't do that. I should go back and do that. And I'm sorry if I'm clearing my throat too much. It's like, it's winter weather here. We're calling for snow soon. I tried to figure out how to make more of a porch, but those post things I can't ever figure out right. They always look weird. It might just be because I'm on PlayStation. The controls are a little wonky. I can't wait to get my computer. I'm going to be getting a computer soon, so I can do it from there. You can tell which one's my favorite. I kind of based most of them off of the water one because I spent so long on her. But she has a lot more. She gets the raw end of the deal. She's kind of like the Snow White of the bunch. She's the cook, the clean, to take care of the kids. She's like my favorite, and then the Earth one is definitely my second favorite. Really, really close together between the Earth and the water. The water just has a little bit more. And I try to use as much of the spellcaster's contents as I can on them to really push the whole they are spellcasters thing. I really had a little bit more fun than I should have doing the Earth's room because I really wanted to have more of a good blend between the outdoorsy stuff and the gardening and the activities. I think hers came out really well. I love that brick. It's so pretty. Blends so well with the gardening also. And then halfway through me doing I had to break up these builds into segments because of, life. I have kids and stuff like that. I kept having to stop. And then I went to go finish it, and then I realized I didn't record the last half of it. Well, not half, more like the last fourth of it, because I got only so far into the airs before I realized I didn't film most of it. So I had to go back and do a real quick tour, but I ended up speeding through it. So I'm sorry in advance. It looks really choppy. But you'll see more of their house as I play too. I try to really push as much green inside the Earth's greens and browns as I could possibly squeeze in there without it being too much. And then I didn't realize it until I went back to look at it later. But I accidentally gave the Earth a more criminal bedroom. There was like bags of money and stolen jewelry and stuff like that, and so I had to replace it with gardening stuff. I gave her a spellcaster study room, and then I went to go make the the place for the kids to study and everything, and I realized that I was using a lot of white, and it looked very clinical. So then I had to use less white because the white was getting too much. I know that's supposed to be her color because she's air, but that was just a bit too much. And then I got distracted and back on the kids stuff. Like I said, the PlayStation's control's a little buggy, so it took me a minute to get things where I needed it. But it looked a lot better once I put a different color on the walls. I was trying to figure out how to make it a little more nerdy and logical. But I can't ever think of how to decorate her house. Then I get distracted again. Go back to the Earth. Definitely can tell the Earth and the water is my favorite. And of course, like I said, I stopped filming somewhat, so I had to go back and show y'all, because y'all already see me build that one. I brushed through that, brushed through the waters, but I decided to switch the beds here because the middle one looked more feminine. And then there's the Earth. And again, like I said, I realized after I looked at it that there was a bunch of criminal stuff in there. So then I had to redecorate. That was what they look like. There's the study, and then her little garden outside, her bedroom and bathroom, and then there's where the cow plants are going to be, right there with the llama hedge. And then you got a pool, and now a grill and everything. And this is my fire element sister. Her name is Amber Sagani. When I was looking up elemental names, they showed Sagani being a collective of elements, so I used that for the last name. And that was her everyday, formal, the sleepwear, the activewear, the party wear, the swimwear, the hot day, and the cold day. And the rule said she had to be a serial romantic. So she got the bonus of alluring. She's a music lover. She hates kids and is uncommittal. And the next one is Kai, which is the water element, and she's so pretty. She has dark hair and bright eyes, just like Snow White, just with long hair. And that's her everyday, her formal, her active, her sleepwear, her party wear, her swimwear, her hot day, which is very cute, and her winter, or cold day. And the rule said she had to be a painter extraordinaire. She is family oriented, neat, and a perfectionist. And then the next one is the earth element, Gaia Sagani. Sagani, yeah. That's her everyday. I made her wear she likes masculine clothes to really prove that she's a tomboy. And then there's her formal, her active,
Suavius.
her sleepwear, her party wear, her swimsuit, her hot day, and then her cold day. And then the rule said she had to be a freelance botanist,
Ulak Barbahoy.
love the outdoors, self-assured, and active. And then the last sister is the air element, and her name is Arya Sagani.
Sulius.
And
Ta.
she a bit more snobby, I guess. She really shows her spellcaster, and that's her everyday wear.
Ta. Besh.
And I couldn't get her clothes to switch over for some reason. So the rules said she was supposed to be a author, but I made it a spellcaster, a sorcerer. She's a quick learner, a loner, a bookworm, and a genius. Finally got it to work, so there's her formal wear. And her active wear, her sleepwear, her party wear, and I love it. Her swimsuit, and her hot day, and her cold day. And that's it. I am looking forward to start this challenge, so I will see you at the next episode. Thank you for watching.